Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcat Sports Network, and we're glad to be joined by the newest member of the McKendree University coaching staff. That's our new powerlifting coach, and that's David Edwards. Coach, first of all, welcome to the campus. Congratulations on the new appointment.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Coach Edwards comes to McKendree after a successful run at Limestone College in South Carolina, another Division II program where he served as assistant strength and conditioning coach, working with several of the programs there with the Saints. Talk about your experience there and how that has helped you develop your style of teaching and coaching student athletes.
Well, Limestone has 27 sports, 900 athletes, so the transition into McKendree seemed very, very easy for me. I've spent the last 4 years, it was actually my first job out of college over at Limestone, and dealing with so many different situations, so many different types of athletes, so many different sports, kind of made things very simple in transitioning over here at McKendree.
I know in talking to you before we went on the air, you talked about being a former collegiate student athlete. You have your own right, a former baseball player, and it seems like you still had that competitive fire even after your playing days were done, and I'm sure that helped fuel your desire to get into the coaching ranks and strength and conditioning.
Absolutely. Going into college, I thought I wanted to be a business major. Spent a couple years, my first 2 years studying business, and I decided that wasn't for me. I knew I wanted to be in the sports world, but I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I had a couple great strength coaches over at Madison University, and that kind of led me into the direction I am today, really.
Now, although you come from a strength and conditioning background, you're no stranger to powerlifting. You're a competitive powerlifter yourself. Talk about that experience, several successful efforts in the state of South Carolina while you were there.
Absolutely. Once again, transitioning out of baseball, I kind of had a competitive desire. I didn't know exactly what to do, but I decided that kind of with being a strength coach, powerlifting kind of seemed the best way to go. One thing led to another. My first meet, I bombed out, wasn't very good, but I wanted to be better. Next meet, I set state records, and all things at the end of my 165-pound weight class career, I ended up being the state South Carolina record holder in squat, deadlift, and total.
Obviously, you talked about competitive drive there. You talked about the want to be more successful after your initial powerlifting meet, and I'm sure you want that to happen for your student athletes here at McKendree University, a program that's just going into its second year. Talk about your aspirations for this program and how you see it growing.
Okay. First of all, success is very important to me, and to them. I feel like if they're successful on the platform, they're going to want to do it more, they're going to enjoy it more. Powerlifting is a sport where failing, bombing out just isn't that fun. You get one day, you spend 12, 16 weeks working up for one day, and if you're not successful, then you're going to feel kind of discouraged about it. So really, my point is to get these guys and girls as successful as possible on the platform. When it comes to where this program can go, I feel like looking at the success we've had this past year, we can be a top 5 program.
You're a native of just outside the Orlando area. You went to school at Madison University, which is in Harrisonburg, Virginia. You've coached at Gaffney, South Carolina the last couple of years. Coach, what drew you to McKendree University?
Everything. Looks like a great school. The school's constantly growing. The academics are very strong, which being a Division I athlete, you have this pressure, win all the time. And not that that's bad for somebody with a competitive drive like myself, but it never gave me a chance to feel like I was ready as a student athlete. I was more of an athlete first and not a student. So being at the Division II level at McKendree, I saw that academics were a high priority. That drew me there from that side of things. And then the athletic program, constantly growing, constantly changing. Things are always getting better. That drew me as well. And then you look at the weight room. I mean, one of the nicest facilities I have ever seen in my life. And I've been several places, Madison, Limestone College, and I used to tell my athletes at Limestone that we had the best facility in the country.
Obviously, this facility just a couple of years old, not even 2 full years old yet, but still, like you said, one of the top. Division II facilities in the area, and I'm sure that will help you attract student athletes as you continue to grow this program.
Absolutely. I think the facility alone will attract athletes.
Well, Coach, I know you're going to hit the ground running. It's already the month of August. The season is just around the corner. Your student athletes will be coming in, so I want to wish you the best of success in 2015 and 16, and good luck in your tenure here at McKendree University.
Thank you very much.
That is Head Coach David Edwards of the McKendree University Powerlifting programs. Don't forget, you can follow powerlifting as well as other McKendree University sports through our website at www.mckbearcats.com. Also follow us on Twitter with the handle @MCKBearcats.